Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to run your Jupyter Notebook in a GPU machine. For the most of the people, you probably don't have a GPU machine in your hand. So in this video, first I'm going to show you how to launch a GPU machine in AWS, and then we create a notebook on that machine. And finally, I'm going to show you how to fine-tune a large language model. Okay, so first thing, you need to have an AWS account. So once you have an account, you go to EC2 and then you click on instance. And here you click launch instance. On this page, you can simply put a name, for example, GPU demo. And the next thing, you need to select an image. So for me, I prefer to use Ubuntu because we are running the operation system in the GPU machine, so we need to select an image with CUDA. So we can select this one. Deep Learning Base OS is NVIDIA driver GPU. And confirm. And next step, we need to select an instance. So for the instance with GPU, it starts with G4 DN. We can select this. This is the basic instance with GPU. So basically it has one GPU, a T4, and then it has four core CPU, 16 gigabyte memory. But be very careful the price, because for all the GPU instance, it's way more expensive than the normal instance. For example, this one, it costs $0.5 per hour. So this is a very basic price. If you look at the other one is, for example, this one, 3.9 per hour. It's mostly $4 per hour. And then it goes up to 5 per hour, 7 per hour. Yeah, and this is T4. If you want to more powerful GPU like H100, it will more expensive. Beware of that. So select, and then you select a key pair. So if you don't know how to create, you can click here. There will be another web page to lead you how to create a key pair. You will need this to log in that virtual machine. And for the network setting, because I already have a security group, I can select the existing one. Later I will show you how to change it. So this one, if you don't have such a one, you can just click on create security group. And for the storage, I suggest we select 100. 100 is the minimum number. For me, probably I use 200 gigabyte, even 300 gigabyte, depends on the model size. For this demo, I would just use 100 gigabyte. And the last thing I usually do is I open the spot instance. So here it will save you a lot of money if you check this. If you don't know what is the spot instance, you can just a Google search. Basically, it will save you a lot of money. And yeah, so at here, everything is good. We can just click the launch button. It takes a couple of seconds. Let's see. So okay, so here, see the instance is running. Yeah, so if you want to connect to the virtual machine, click here, and copy this command line. And at this point, you need to open your terminal and paste the command line, press enter. Oh, it's not start yet. Let's wait a couple of seconds. Oh, I see what happened. So for the networking, sorry, not network, the security. Probably maybe the IP address is changed. Let me try another time. Yeah, so now it's working. So press yes. Okay, so now I log in the virtual machine. So the next step, I need to check if we have the GPU hard drive. So to check that, we tap NVIDIA -SMI. You see, here is a detect a GPU Tesla T4. The GPU, the memory, and the CPU, the usage, the GPU usage. Yeah. So here, we already prepare everything. So next step, let me show you how to install a Jupyter Notebook in the machine. Okay. So if you want to run a Jupyter in a Docker, you need to tap Docker run -it -rn-p. Here you select you set the port. I set 888, and here you need to set the GPU. Set all. You can, if you have multiple GPU, you can specify 1 or 2 GPU in that Docker. And the next step, I need to specify the Docker location IO Jupyter. Dash. In this example, I'll use, let me see which image I can use. Yeah, let's use the PyTorch notebook. And you need to specify the CUDA 12 dash Python 3.11.8. And then you press enter. It takes a couple of seconds because the image is very big. Okay, now the server is running. Here you can just copy paste the URL. Sorry, one sec. You need to get the IP address of this machine. To get the public IP address, you can just go to this instance in AWS and copy the IP, and you type 888/lab. Yeah, because this is HTTP protocol, so you need to trust it. So here it asks you to set the token. So the token you can find here in the terminal. Copy and paste. You log in. Okay, now you are able to access the Jupyter Notebook. Here is the same as usual. You create a notebook. To make sure you can use GPU in this Docker environment, you need to double check at here to make sure NVIDIA it's working for you now. So NVIDIA -SMI Okay, it's perfectly fine. Now, which means the GPU is working for your Docker environment. Okay, the next step, let me show you how to load a language model. So, okay, let's try load Google T5. It's a very good language model. So let me show you how to do it. So I copy paste the code from another laptop from here, and I run it. Oh, it's just no. Okay, so here I need to install the transformers because we're planning to load the model from a package. It's transformer. Here it's very easy. We can pip install transformers and run. Okay, it's success. And now let's load the model. Okay, the model is download successful and loaded. So the next step, I need to make sure the model is tied to the GPU machine. Let me show you how to do this. Here, I copy paste this code. I get a device. If it's GPU, else it's CPU. Yeah, so now the device is pointing to CUDA 0, the first one, because we only have one, right? And let's generate something. Okay, so generate something, we need to have an input, right? The input we can define, we can ask something, right? We can say write, um, what do we want to ask? So some very simple one. How are you doing today? Right. So the next step, we need to encode this string. So we define input, and we have a tokenizer generation, right? We already define that, right? So we need to use the tokenizer generation to encode the prompt, right? So basically, if we print the ID is basically, yeah, something like this is the numbers, and then we need to use the generation model to generate the response. Here, we don't need to make it, so we can probably set it to 3, save a lot of time. And yeah, and then the last thing, we need to decode this. Say the output string is this. So let me run it. Why it takes so long? At the same time, we can check our GPU usage. So if we go to the terminal again, we create a new terminal and we type NVIDIA semi NVIDIA semi. You see that the usage is 0, something wrong. Let me check the code. Oh, because it's already finished. So let's print. You see, it says, okay, I'm doing fine today, but not as good as I was yesterday. So you see that it replies some unrelated response because we didn't constrain the input. For example, we can give it some rules like and keep it under 100 words. So let's do it again. And yeah, you see, because this model is not like a ChatGPT or GPT-4o, it's not that smart. So you need to have some string. Yeah, so this is how we use a language model. And next step, if we want to fine tune a model, let me show you how to do it. Okay, now here is a case that I want to fine tune a model. So you can see the base model is GPT-2. So based on that, we'll train with our data. The data is generated by OpenAI. So let's train those data to see what happens. So I need to upload those files into the server. Yeah, and then I define some functions to pre-processing the data, and also I define some agreements and the trainer, and then we finally start the training. Okay, let's do it. Yeah, let's just simply run this to see what happens. It take sometimes. Yeah, you see, training start. Because we are running on GPU, it's really fast. But the same thing if we run on CPU, you probably will never have the result. It runs 3 epochs. All right, it's done. So if you see the training loss and the validation loss, it's consistently drop. So let's save those model. Yeah, we can reload here. You see the model is saved here. So we can reuse it in the future. Yeah, this is something I want to show you today. So basically, today we learn how to launch an instance in AWS with a GPU, and then we install the Docker image, the Jupyter Notebook Docker image, and then we load the model, is T5, and then we fine tune a model, a GPT-2, right? So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.